Have you tried to buy DDR5 RAM lately? What the f***? It's absolutely mental. We're literally forking over buku bucks for something that not even a year ago was worth a fraction of the price it is today. This video is going to explain why this is happening and if there is any light at the end of the tunnel. Hello friends, I'm Mike and I would like to welcome you back to Dreamin' Digital. I want to make sure this video is just short, sweet, but gets to the core of the problem. I also found a few solutions, so stay tuned for that as well. RAM prices began to rise around the middle of last year, 2024. They really started skyrocketing in September and October of this year, 2025. These unreasonable and just diabolical prices of RAM are a direct result of the just insatiable demand from the AI industry and their need for high bandwidth memory. This kind of memory transfers in the terabytes. This is super RAM. Major tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI are investing billions in massive data centers that require astronomical amounts of this type of memory. To meet this insane demand, the world's main memory manufacturers, the usual suspects, Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron, have redirected significant production capacity away from our friendly neighborhood DDR4 and DDR5 RAM. This shift has created a severe supply shortage in our consumer market, causing prices to more than double, sometimes 5x, for PC builders and impacting the cost of other electronics like smartphones, laptops, and even graphics cards. The long-term implications of high RAM prices for the PC gaming market are significant and could potentially last for several years. This is going to slow down hardware upgrades, increase the cost of pre-built systems and graphics cards, potentially causing all of us to shift towards console gaming.
You are lying!
The shortage and high prices could very well continue through 2026 and beyond. You know who this really fucks. This directly affects normal Joe Blow from Webo County, Montana. The person sitting there trying to figure out their parts list for a PC build, the hobbyist, the person minding their own fucking business, doing something they love, not hurting anyone. This screws with their plans.
This fucks up my plan. This is fucking bullshit.
This is a complete and total cash grab by these manufacturers who have full control over production and pricing. These people are prioritizing the AI market while concurrently fucking the consumer market by reducing the production of DDR4, effectively engineering a scarcity that maximizes profits across all segments of the memory market. It's a win-win for them. It's a lose-lose for us. The deliberate scaling back of DDR4 production to push us towards more expensive DDR5 and the subsequent scarcity of DDR4 is artificial market manipulation, period. They are turning off the taps on older tech to ensure demand and high prices persist for all product lines. It's wrong, it's unethical, but what can we do? We need RAM for our builds. Micron, who makes crucial RAM, is just pulling out of the consumer market altogether and focusing on the needs and wants of AI data centers. So this tells me that these manufacturers are just following the money. It's really simple. This is going to influence so many markets, specifically the gaming segment and market, which needs a good amount of RAM to play the graphics-hungry games available today. Does this mean that new games are going to have to dumb things down? Well, right now, for future-proof gaming PCs, the recommended memory configuration is 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, ideally running at 6,000 megahertz. I did find this RAM from Crucial for only $280, which was a super steal. However, how many people are going to be willing to fork over that much money for this type of thing? Pretty soon, all these YouTube creators out there, not me, are going to be advertising their budget builds at over $1,000. They won't have another choice. The used market is going to mimic the new market because people like to be inherently opportunistic. We are in a pickle, my friends.
Yes, we are.
So, solutions. Short term, next 6 to 12 months, just delay your upgrades. If your current system has 16 gigs or 8 gigs, even DDR4, that's fine. Just wait. The price crisis is expected to get much worse before it gets much better, with current estimates suggesting prices are going to remain higher than a kite well into 2026. I'd consider upgrading to a faster SSD. Leverage that faster virtual memory, which can help mask the impact of the limited physical RAM. Prices of SSDs are starting to climb around the same time the RAM did, just not as aggressively. Now might be the time to start collecting SSDs while we still can. Make sure to adjust your game settings that consume large amounts of memory, or VRAM. If you absolutely need a new PC right now, consider a pre-built. Some of those online are not that bad in price and could be way below what you would spend on an actual build. Now, most importantly, track sales. Keep an eye on retailers for clearance deals on CPU, motherboard, RAM bundles. Although these are becoming rare and often involve older DDR4 stock, this is an option. Also, avoid the high-speed bins. You're paying mostly for marketing with very little improvement in performance. Buy a stable mid to high speed kit in the 5600 to 6400 range. Get lower timings if you want extra performance. Timing is simply how quickly your RAM can respond to the CPU's requests, and lower timing numbers means it reacts faster even if the megahertz stays the same. If you see that CL32 thing that's on there, that's RAM's latency rating, meaning it takes 32 clock cycles for the RAM to respond when the CPU asks for data. Lower numbers like CL30 or CL28 respond faster. Higher numbers like CL36 or CL40 respond slower. You get 95% of the performance for half the price by just spending your money smarter. A DDR4 build wouldn't be a bad idea either. You could still find DDR4 RAM on the used market and new market for not as much as DDR5. I had to buy DDR5 for this new system build video I was doing. I found DDR5 Crucial RAM 32 gigs for only $280. I'll provide the link below. I'll also link to everything I can find that isn't an absolute rip. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. I hope you now have a better understanding of this problem we're all facing right now. I have a new video coming very soon. I took on the task of building, completely wrong time, an absolute console killing machine. I think you'll get a huge kick out of it. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps me grow. If you enjoyed this video and got something from it, make sure to get one over on the like button. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.